Hey guys, Scardo here again, and I'm just going to show you how to do something in Photoshop. This week it will be different types of 3D text. So basically, what we need to do is open up our Photoshop, whichever series you got, it doesn't really matter. I may warn you that if you have got CS5, there is far way easier ways to do this. There is a 3D section on it, I think. CS4 does have a 3D part, but the part which we'll be using isn't on CS4, so we can't do that today. So I'm just going to make a new composition. Sorry, I'm too used to After Effects. New, what can we call it? New page. And I'm going to put the background as white. Now what we need to do is generate our text. Now for the text, seeing as it's going to be 3D, I want to choose a quite blocky font. You don't have to, but it's always a good idea. When it eventually loads. Right, there we go. And we need a nice colour, so I'm just going to go with straight off red. And the font I'll be using is... I'll use BBAS because it's always a trusty font. Now before we carry on, I'm just going to remind you, at 100 subscribes, I'll be making a background pack. I've already got it in my documents ready. So please subscribe if you haven't already done so. And I think you should enjoy the background pack. So I'm just going to write inside graphics. It's not really a very blocky font, but it'll do for now. First way I'm going to do is the drop shadow way. Now what we need to do is open up our layer style page by double clicking our text layer. We need to go to drop shadow. We need to put opacity on 100%. We need to put distance on 5. Spread to 100. And size to 8. Now that's just a very, very simple 3D text. It's more of a cartoon text. I mean, you could have add a bevel and emboss to that and it will look more cartoony, I guess. Like that. That's our first way. Now the second way is if we get our text back into normal, we need to click our text layer. We'll just remove all effects on it. And we need to hold down Alt or our Option key. And while we're clicking this layer, while we've got it clicked, we'll press down, right, down, right, down, right, down, right on our arrow keypad. Now that we've done that, it creates a kind of 3D look. We've just got to select all the copied layers and merge them. We do this by pressing Ctrl and E or Command and E if you're using Mac. Now what we need to do is put the copied ones underneath and set the copied ones. We'll put a colour overlay of a slightly darker colour. That way you can see it's a nice 3D text, very easy to do. And you can keep doing that as long as you want, like so. So we've got two ways there. The next way is if you've got CS5, I'll just check if mine's working. Mine doesn't normally work. It's not going to work that. Never mind. If you have got CS5, you can go to 3D up here, and there should be a button underneath the new volume from layers called Represar or something. If you just mess about with the settings on there, you should get eventually something looking quite nice. Now I'm just going to play around with the stroke on this, hopefully if it'll work. Nope, not working. Typical. So that's been the basic 3D text tutorial. Thank you for watching, and that's about it. The next tutorial will hopefully be covering something like something more complex. I don't know. I might include patterns. I'm just trying to build up the stages slowly so you guys can follow each tutorial, getting better at your Photoshop skills and widening them. So yeah, thanks for watching, and remember to subscribe.